Hi, Emma, and hey, Miss Kitty. Good to see you. I have been a little busy. Hello, Kristen. And as you can see, I have oh, you keep missing. Hello, Joey. It's okay, Emma. So good to see you. Yeah, I'm doing okay. So it's just I got cut in the corner here. Sorry, I have to turn you. Hello, Rhonda. Yeah, you can. Yeah, I sometimes make designs on napkins too. Kristen, it's so good to see you, Joey, and everyone. Yeah, these are mixed packets of napkins. If you go in, I have posted them on my Facebook. Because we talked about. Okay, you did see them. And what did you think about them, Emma? As you can see, I sort of made four. But Christian, you can stamp on white. You can actually use your stamps on the white napkins. I do that sometimes. I just have a load of napkins, but I don't know. And yes, as Nicole says, you can color with watercolor. Yeah. So you can easily do that. Yeah, and stamps. And you can write on them. Yeah. Hello, Sherry. Good to see you. Yeah, I just had an accident here. I just, yeah, shit. Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. You have a different. I'm doing good. Yes, you said what happened? I don't know what I did, but I have to close something, and suddenly, yeah, I don't know, something caught my, and what happened is that mine, I when you almost rip your nail off, that's what happened to me. And what happened is it sort of slipped in this sides because I was sort of gripping something, and it smacked. And now I can assure you it hurt like shit. And yeah, and I'm trying to sort of holding yeah, it's very sore and bleeding quite a lot. So can you hang on? I need some. I don't even have any bandages. Have I? I never. I said, yeah. I think so. No, but I have some tape and some kitchen towels. I just need to close it off. Sorry, it got squeezed. So I'll be back. Stupid. Ouch. Mm. Okay. Oh yeah. So it's the pain, I don't know how I did it, but one moment, fog brain, and you I don't know. Yeah, and I got my hands. Oh, you were so sweet. Thank you. It's, it's really painful. I mean, and it's when it's yeah, the tip of it. Oh, yes, your accident happens. And you know what, girls? I found I have Winnie the Pooh. Yeah. So no paper making today without gloves. Yay! I got Winnie the Pooh. Oh, and he's actually jumping with a balloon. Oh, but my God, it's pounding. Yeah. So, but that's how it is. Yeah. I think it was when I tried to close the door, it sort of, yeah, got squeezed. So, yeah, you girls probably. Oh yes, I love Winnie the Pooh. So, and as you can see, I have actually been very busy by packing a lot of these 4 different sets of napkins. If somebody is interested, I don't know other ways. I even packed it with the Viking, and that means every front here is different. So these 4 packets has different napkins into it, and you can see the pictures on Facebook. Oh, you went to a vintage. I love vintage markets. Yes, we don't have that many here in Denmark in vintage. So yeah, yeah. But I have a lot of vintage patterns and stuff like that. So I have been destashing today. So yeah, I was going to ask the same, Joey. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, yeah, I understand the image. I have a iPhone too, Emma. I have so I understand. Yeah, from 1920. Yeah. So they actually started to put when we buy cigarettes in Denmark, they come with a card like this, and it says Viking can only be bought in Denmark. So okay, yeah, I know, Emma. Yeah. So fun enough. Hello, Clara. Wonderful to see you. Hope everybody is okay. Also you, Kristen and Nicole. Really good. I mean, it's a little early. I'm on today. So I know I'm a little pale today, but my God, this hurt when it happened. So yeah, okay. I mean, yes, of course, Christian. Of course. So yeah, so that's, and as you can see, I have actually been busy because I have made 10, I have, well, I've packed 40 packets of napkins. I mean, 10 of each. Yeah, so I got 4 sets, but I only have 10 packets of each, and that's it for now. Oh, I'm sad to hear that, Kristen, that he's sick. So, yeah. And there's also the Labrador into it. So, yeah, as I promised. So, if you want, so I need to pack a little bit. Oh, I have seen that, Joey, and I am so happy you shared in the group. And as you can see, I have also done you like a administrator or something in the group, so you're in charge too. But of course, we don't have so much work to it. So, but I love them. I, yeah, have been showing. Yeah, exactly. And I thank you. So it's very good to see that Emily well in her holiday. Hello, Patricia. Good to see you. So we are going into the kitchen because can you remember I made something yesterday? Um, so and I got the white what I got the white cream. So I just need to whip it. Whipped cream, yes. And I have to blend my apple caramel syrup I made yesterday, this apple pot with brown sugar. And I am going to make myself a lovely dessert, very cheap. So, yeah, and I didn't have time to write down recipes for the apple garlic, so it must be tomorrow. Um, because I have also it is good to see you all. Yeah, and making paper, dry paper. Need to start the laundry. It has been windy, blowing, cold. And finally, I got downloaded that app for my phone. So I have Messenger on the phone now. So I'm very happy about that too. Yeah. So, yep. And it's Sunday. Okay. Yes, Patricia. Yeah. I'm actually at it in the kitchen making paper. Oh, yeah, you got it. Oh, that's brilliant, Joey. What is going on here? Wow, that is so great, Joey. Yeah. Okay, Nicole. Yeah, 12 minutes can take sometimes. Yeah, we'll go to the kitchen. So I'll take a little walk with you girls. It's going to be a short one because I really don't feel 100% today. I really don't. I don't know what's wrong. So yeah, Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, maybe I do, but I am in what you call oh, this. I don't know how to explain, but it's in Denmark we call it menopause period. That means sometimes, I got my period this morning, and it has been a while before I have it, but the doctor says I can't be certain it will stop before I've been out 6 months without it, and it keeps sudden, yeah, coming and going, and I am so sick and tired of it. So, and I have actually been resting and sleeping and trying a lot of things. Yeah, it is so terrible. So every time it stops, I keep praying, please let it be, let it be stopped for now. But he said it can take into, a year before it's finally stopped. It is so frustrating. I know you girls will understand, but I'd say it's frustrating. Yeah, so that's why it will hopefully, Patricia. But my God, it is frustrating when it's, it is so frustrating. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Patricia. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It will. I have only one child too. I am going to dance a jig. I can assure you when it's all done. I mean, and when you have passed level 50, you are done with that shit. I can assure you. So it is hard to be a woman. In this case, men are lucky beasts. So yeah. Okay, you're almost 35. I have passed level 50. Oh, you still have the backpack. Oh, yes, they are horrible, Sherry. I can assure you. So, and Emma, you are, yeah, we, some of you young ones. And as you can see, I got two different. This is for food, and that model, I have two different models, so I can see the different, which one is for papers and which one is for my food. Yeah, we have some young ones. You are young ones. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, sometimes this internet is frustrating. So, can you remember here? We made this yesterday. It has cooled down. Yes, it's a very good idea. Yeah, you're from 83. I have my son is from 1988. Yeah. And I got the cream for it. So let's mix it up, girls, to show you as I promised. Hello, Maria. You are 81, Emma. Yes. My great grandma, she would have taken this and poured it through a sea. But, we are in modern times. So we are simply stick blending it. You're from 1965. I am from 1967, Carrie. Am I cooking? I am cooking. This is food. This is apple. Hello, Teresa. Yeah. Thank you so much for your order of paper. And sorry for the confusion. And now you have the most delicious I can assure you this is so delicious. And yep. Now you actually made this and it tastes, as you can, I can tell you it tastes like caramel. Yeah. And it's not too sweet. It actually tastes like apple syrup with a flavor of caramel. You're cooking. Yeah, I am showing some of my grandma's old recipes. Sorry, I'm really hooked on this one. I just need to flash it. I like to sort of clean the things. Oh yeah, it will, Emma. So need it back in space. Because I was actually thinking about something. And I got my oh, you ain't going anywhere. And you know what? The only thing this white or woman don't have, it's one of these. I don't have a kitchen machine. And I don't have one of these motorized. I actually have my great grandma's old one. I don't even know if it's actually made in England, in Britain. It is a Skyline made in Burnley, England, Britain. Yes. So, and as you can see, it is a vintage, very vintage thing. I am making apple. Yesterday, Teresa, I cooked what we call apple pot, where I took some apples, cut it into small pieces, into a bowl, and just gave it some vanilla. Put about 10 tablespoons of brown sugar as a lid on top of it, on top of the apples. And I gave it 15 minutes in the microwave. Then I left it to cool down and sort of set to each other. And this is also a very old, very, Sunday dinner dessert. So it's like, it get this caramel. Normally in the recipe it says apple and molasses and vanilla, and that's it. What we are going to do now is mix some white cream. In Denmark, it's called piskefløde. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do now, is to wipe the cream. I take about 1 oz. It says 1 oz here on my Tupperware. Oh, thank you, Teresa. Yes. And normally you can put this into what you can do about it is to put it in a mason jar or any jar you have to store it, and you can also use it when you make Danish pastry. It's okay, all forgiven. All forgiven. It sometimes happens, Teresa. it keeps breaking all over the place here. Never mind. But it's not easy when I can't use my thumb. It is hard work. Oh, it's okay. So I'm glad you're here, girls. I mean, don't you worry about being late, or I am just so happy if you, see the replay. And as you can see, it's already there. So, and that's it. Can you remember when you were a kid and you were actually allowed to do this? I mean, also with the cookie dough, and people today are too scared. I mean, you're not naughty anymore. Yeah. It's exactly. No, Clara, I didn't. So, I didn't add sugar. Oh, thank you, Maria. I mean, to tell you something, we don't use a lot of sugar in Danes because you're welcome, Clara. Danes are actually not known for sweet things, and sugar was very expensive. So you actually never used sugar. You can of course add some. If you want, you can add a little bit of vanilla sugar or essence if you want, but I don't do that. I like to keep it very clean and simple. So as Patricia, yes, I got apple, molasses, and vanilla. So yeah, in your cream, so do I, but I've run out of sugar. I have only cinnamon sugar, and I don't want to put it in, but I need to check if I have some vanilla, perhaps. It is not sure. I got more. This is actually one of these things, I'm not particularly clever to remember to buy, actually. Nope. But I do have a lot of ginger. And nope, not there. Yep. You know what? I got vanilla. Yes. But I don't want to put a whole one of this into it. So no sugar. But you can do it, Sherry. Normally, I would just put a small amount of, but it is not neat, and it has to be like creamed like this, not so it start to be butter. And what you actually is doing, I got this, and you take like you need to, because sugar is not good for anyone. So this is a very low sugar dessert. Actually, it's very healthy. So you take, for what I told you, 1 FLOS, or about 200 milliliter. You take 1, 2, 3, and 4, like this. I don't know. And there's not much sugar in this, and a little bit more. 5 of this. And we don't use all this gelatin or stuff like that. We are simply making it very plain and simple. Like this. And sometimes if you have, you can add some, if you have some liquor, in this, perhaps some, not you sherry, but if you have some sherry, you can add that to it. And you can actually do that. You can use it to make into pancakes or into filling to, yeah, like, or you can have it like it is, like this, as a dessert. Here, I can assure you, it look like this. Yeah, and you get it. Hello, Susan Baker. I can assure you this is very delicious, and it's not over sweet, because the cream is sweet, and the apple. So the only sweetness is actually these. I put about 8 big tablespoons of brown sugar at the top, and that's it. And now you simply have a dessert cream. And you can actually, as you can see, it's oh, Marina. Hey. Hello, Kathleen. Thank you for a talk. I think I got the camera working. Yes. This is making me hungry too. Yeah. Yeah. So, and this is actually the natural flavor. There's nothing to sort of, yeah, me too. I enjoyed it very much, Kathleen. And we simply got the cream here, as we prepared yesterday. And I am going to show you something else. I simply love this. I mean, this is good. And then I simply cool it down. Grab the butter because I grab that one. And as you can see, I got a leftover. Oh yes, apple strudel is also delicious. I got some yogurt, natural leftovers, tiny little bit. So what I'm doing, add some water and say shaking. That is how to take. Oh, yeah, it's fruit and pastry. See, and you know, when you have this yogurt natural and you only have that amount, and you know, you have an opening like this, you can hardly get the last part. And not to waste it, you shake it up with water and voila, you actually use it for Danish pancakes. No, it is grandma's very old pancake without eggs, and it is also what do you call it, without it's without eggs. We don't use egg. See, that's why I needed to explain something. That is, I never cook with eggs. And I don't know why, because I'm actually not grown up with eggs. So what we are actually doing is, because we didn't have hens or chickens, so no eggs. And normally if we had some sour milk, we simply shake it up with water. Of course, there's a difference between this is a leftover of yogurt and you reuse that. And what you are actually doing then, you have hopefully some organic lemon juice. In this case, I buy them like this because we can't get nice lemons here. They are brown, they are dry, and sometimes they are really covered in strange things. So what we are doing is finding out where I put that little it's because it's right here. See, I call that espresso cup size. It's a Danish deciliter. And of course you can use real lemon juice if you want. Yeah, and this is organic. I have to admit, this is organic. Otherwise, I would never dream about buying it like this. So I really miss that you can take the lemon and use some of the scale for it. Yes, you have that. And I think I got I got some cinnamon sugar. Hopefully I need 2 tablespoons of cinnamon sugar, and that's the, yeah, we can take 3 like this. Oh, it's also nice, Emma. It's very nice. And then I take a half of teaspoon. It's okay. A little squeeze of ginger, grounded ginger. Then you simply add some cardamom. I don't know, have I got it on English? No. No. Yeah, I think you call it cardamom, right? About a flat tablespoon of this. I'm not sure. And then you simply take some wheat flour, turn up here. I got this. I got this. Yep. Okay, yes, you do. Okay. Perfect. So, and I don't know about amount. I take 2 of these and make it into like a, yes, a cardamom. Maybe I should read it down for you. I think I'm using about 200 grams of flour until I get the sort of, not too thick. I got it too thick, like this. Of course I did. Then you simply add some water. espresso cup of water and a half like this. And I don't know. Yeah. These are actually cardamom pancakes. And as you can see, it is actually like a pancake dough here, like this. As you can see, it is, so you can see it's almost like a normal, very not too floating. When you have heated the pan like this, you add some butter, and I need to put this over here so you girls can see what I'm actually doing here. And my butter is very, very cold. And you make sure you have it like this. And what you are actually doing, like this. And it's still a little, it needs some little bit more water to get it floating, just a tiny bit. I'm not going to cook all of them tonight. Yes, you make like this. And guess what? When you have made these crepes, you are actually putting this apple molasse cream inside here, like this. And you simply roll them up. I'll show you. And as you can see, it's a very cheap dessert. We have used lemon juice left over of this, but you can also use water, but for taste, use this, or buttermilk, like a plain crepe, like this. I need to have another plate. We got it here. And like this, and as you can see, this is actually from my great grandma, and I'm sure, Marina, you can recognize the bird on this plate. It's very, very old. If I turn it around like this, you can actually see that is a very, very old plate. And this plate is actually in our family the pancake plate. So we actually got pancakes every time we made pancakes. Yes, we did it on this. Thank you, Emma. Oh, Emma, you want that? Yes. So, and I will, of course, make you. I can do that. I can write it down how much I actually use. And it's of course only in the beginning. You do like this. See if I can do it better this time. Hopefully. Yes, it went a little better. And it tastes very much of lemon. Yeah. So, so these are very non-eggs. You can also do them only with water and no. It didn't went so well, this one. Nope. See, that one collided. Never mind. Off we go. I was thought about this was strange. I mean, that the first one succeeded because sometimes when you do them, there has to be one or two that sort of don't succeed. Actually, so, and we got that one. So, yep. I'm only making a few of them so you guys can see. Yeah, I love good food too. I mean, simple, but very good. I can take that one later. Oh, it is good. Nope. I mean, this is horrible. Come on, don't do that to me. Here it is. you smell the pancakes? Yes, and the cardamom. Hopefully. Yes. I'm going to make one more. Yeah. We need them to cool off a little bit. So we can put it up here. Mm-hmm. Like this. We'll make one more. Yeah, crepes are very thin. These are not thin. These are like pancakes. I mean, you have to get them more thin than this. But we like a sturdy pancake. And the rest are going to be tomorrow. Or later on. Yeah. These are actually more like Danish pancakes. Like a real pancake. So that's it. Yeah, okay. Small, very thick ones. Yeah, we call them blinish. They're called blinish here in Denmark. What you call Scotch pancakes. I'm actually making them a lot too. I know that, Emma. I really know that. Don't worry. See, that one succeeded. Then I'm shutting it down. So I know you wasn't comparing. So no worries, Emma. So yep, I like the thin, these French thin, very thin crepes Suzette. They're called crepes Suzette. But to make a very thin pancake, you need to use eggs. Then it is very important you have eggs into it to keep somebody say that, and I don't think it's true, but I can make some very thin pancakes if it's like that. So don't you worry. And I need these to cool off a little bit. But I'll start with one. I can use the lid here. So no problemo. Yeah, me too. I mean, if I ever see a new type of pancake, I can show you. I am going to try it. So this is how we did it. We will leave that for a minute. Yep. And because I had to save some sugar. I'll only show you one. Then I simply take, no, you can't see, the cinnamon sugar like this when you have baked enough of these. As you can see, you simply take the cinnamon sugar like this. Like a teaspoon, a small spoon full of it. And what you then are doing is you're taking this this is your cream. Like this. Simply roll them like this. And here you have it. Voila. And if you want it really delicate, you take some of this and as you can see, it is some dark chocolate. See? And you simply, if you can have it to do it, convince it to go on the pancake. And voila, you have what you call very cheap. Voila, did you see it? Here it is. You didn't see it, but what I actually did was to take some chocolate and simply put onto it like this. Sorry, I forgot to lower the camera, but we have some, it's simply dark chocolate for cakes, or you also use it for brownies. Yeah. So now I have made a sundae. Hey, Miss Kitty. Good to see you. And now I can simply see. And what we are starting with, yeah, but I am going to make some coffee to do it. Emma, it's okay. So here it is. And as you can remember, it was a pretty cheap dessert. I mean, we started off with 3 apples, right? Some apples in a pot, molasses or brown sugar, vanilla, and 15 minutes microwave. Blend it. Make some cream, mix it, and you still have more of this so you can save it for later. You make these. It is actually a pancake. We call it a Danish pancakes. Danish pancakes are these big ones. We took some leftover. You can also use milk and water. and I think and simply added cardamom, ginger. Ginger is also good for you. Lemon juice and water, extra water, and ordinary flour and some cinnamon sugar. And you had some chocolate. You're welcome. Okay, Kathleen. Yes. Thank you, Sherry. So you say hey to the grandkids. So, and I had a friend over today. She loved my apple cake. And I can assure you this is going to taste so yummy. I'm positive. So, yep. Oh, that sounds great. And voila. So, and the sweetness in the very big hug to you, Kathleen. Mm. You are so welcome. So it is good to see you. The sweetness of the apples are so perfect to the lemon. And yep. So it's a cheap, easy dessert, Sunday's dessert. Danish, very old recipe. I mean, so, yep. That's what I wanted to show you. The other, so I don't know how many saw it, but I can assure you this is and sending back to you. I mean, all of you deserve hot. And this is also a very poor man's dessert. And I can assure you, these are actually beating the city hall here in Denmark has a tradition to make pancakes with orange and stuff like that. And I can show you these are wonderful. You have never seen a recipe like that for pancakes, okay? Yes, Patricia, I have actually been out to walk today. I was going shopping for some cream. Sometimes I do go and walk. I like a morning walk. So I do that, but I do it very early so I don't meet anyone. I like the fresh air. So yeah, I do that. I have told myself I have to have fresh air every day. And I sometimes I do take hello Deborah. I need a 30 minutes walk outside to clear my brain. So yes, I do that. This is yeah. Good to see you, Deborah. And Emma, do you want me to write down the recipe And the pancakes, I can measure it up for you. Because you actually never seen a recipe like that. It is a poor man's version. Yeah. And I mean, I keep my windows open. I do that a lot to have. Okay. Okay, so you can see it. Okay. Thank you, Emma. Because, I mean, sometimes when you hear about Americans, I'm going to make some coffee. Yeah, I am sending you love to Patricia. Love, sending love. I'm sending love to all of you. As I said, I called it napkins and love. And that's what I am trying to give you. Lots and lots of Danish love pancakes. Yes. We need to love each other. We need to support each other. And sometimes, I mean, we need to be cheered up and see something different. And I was almost certain that you girls have never ever seen a Dane making pancakes like this in a very old recipe. And flip them in the air. Of course, you have seen cooks do that. So, and that's how we do it. And it's very, I mean, people make a lot of pancakes here in Denmark, and we have different recipes, but this is a very old Danish version. And in the 1918, you didn't have all these eggs. I mean, if you were lucky to have chicken, you actually you didn't eat the eggs. The important thing is that you needed so much chicken you can have from them, or you simply sold them and traded them for flour and other things. So you actually never, I mean, it was not very often you took the liberty, or if you can say that, and eat the eggs. So you actually made them with lemon juice or this sour milk or yogurt, and you actually made your own yogurt. And if you have a leftover, you mix it up with water and added lemon juice and water and flour to you sort of have, and ginger, grounded ginger and cardamom and cinnamon sugar. And the cinnamon is as a very good thing to put into the sugar, because the cinnamon has a positive way to sort of boost up your insulin. I'm not a doctor, but I have read that my grandmother told me that a lot of these recipes and a lot of these things we eat has something to do with the combination of health that ginger help with things. Yeah. And to give you a boost when it's cold. So basic, it could be, and dark chocolate is also a very healthy thing for you because it has some good stuff into it. And don't mix up what I wrote. I read in a magazine that for a lot of women to eat a very delicious piece of chocolate was actually better than, yes, the best. I can't even use the word. Never mind. It's better than, yes. So it should be very good for women. Hej skattemuser. Prinsesse er inde. Hallo prinsesse Fiona. Hallo prinsesse Fiona. How was the word for it? Yep. I don't have to say it. Så prinsesse Fiona. Hej skattemus. Miau, ja. Jamen, der var hun jo. Hej, siger pigerne. Hej, siger pigerne. Hej. Hej, siger pigerne. Hej. Hej, prinsesse Fiona. Yeah, but no, it's not the same recipe. But I can show you how to make appelskiver if you like, Clara. So I don't mind to do that. I have an appelskiver panna. So yeah, I can show you that. Yep. So it's not the same recipe, but yep, no problemo. Yeah, she's just enjoying. Ja, altså kigge lidt omkring. Ja, holder du øje med, at der ikke er nogen de der spejder som mor? Det gør du. Ja. Ja, du holder øje med det, ikke også? Ja, det er godt. Ja. Ja. Ja, du har travlt med at kigge alle steder. Ja. Har du det? Ja. Ja. Kan du se det hele nu? Ja. Du kan bare se det hele nu. Ja. Ja. Så kan du se pigerne, du kan se dig selv i skærmen, ja. Men pigerne skriver det over til dig. Ja. Ja. Så siger de hej, prinsesse. Hej, Fiona. Ja. Yeah, I have to tell Fiona is a girl. Yeah, Lisa believes she's a boy, but Fiona is a girl and she's a princess. Right, sweetheart? Yeah. Smak. Jeg tager du der. No. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, she's wondering. It's still warm here. But Clara, yeah, I can do that. I can write because you are actually using like a yeast. I like this. I don't know if you know this. Yeast. Are you calling this yeast? I don't know how good this one is. It's still good. Yeah, like this. Yeah, yeast. Yeah, So you use this in apple skewer, but I can show you. This one is, so I can do that. Yep. So, and I do have the apple skewer thing. It looked like this. We bake it in one like this. It is very dirty because it's only for Christmas time we use it. And in old time we actually did that. We put a slice of apples into them before we turned them around. So that is why they're actually called apple skewer. Yes, you too, Emma. Give him an extra hug from me and may he sleep well. Yes. So, oh, you are so welcome, Emma. I am so happy you liked it. Thank you for staying here. I mean, that also means a lot to me. And a lot of happiness. I can show you the cooking and some very strange Danish poor man cooking. Yeah. So it is what I keep saying, it's affordable. I mean, you can afford the cooking, low budget. And you know what? If you one day get unexpected visitors, or and you would really like to treat them with something light, delicious, this is how we sort of do it. Or you need a very extra, I don't know the word for it, but extravagant, some extra delicious dessert for Sunday. You made like this. I mean, it's look like yummy for very cheap money. So, and it is very yummy. Not too sweet. Not too expensive. But yeah. And this is oh, thank you, Deborah. Yeah. I mean, it is. I mean, I use clean things, Deborah. I am on that way so very old-fashioned about my cooking, because I think it is very important that you sort of go back to basic. And I think the healthiest way for us to live is actually to eat what is the time of the season. And this is actually food like this the lemon juice is giving you vitamin C and stuff like that. So, I mean, I have to admit that you actually did know a little bit more about nutrition in the 1800s to the early 1900s. And then it's sort of, I don't know what went wrong. It was because we are getting too educated. But it seems that more people actually are told about nutrition and what's healthy and what's not. People are eating more and more, synthetic colors, fake ingredients. Yes, okay, yes, it's good to have herbs and spices. So sometimes you do that, Deborah. I keep, we can get them very cheap in Flying Tiger. Have actually cheap spices, or you can grow them. And I really like to have, like you say, a stock. So you always have things to back up, and that's also what I do. Yeah, that's what kids are learning to eat today. And I even learned that they are actually putting synthetic fibers. It's called inulin fibers in what they call low-fat food. And it is actually not very healthy for you, because it is actually wood, and it is not, you cannot digest it. And the problem is it can actually give you some very heavy problems with your system. And I found out even here in Denmark they started to use these inulin fibers. And the reason they're using it is because when you sort of put water on it, it's like the inside from a bamboo plant. And they're simply because they're sort of greasy, but in a, non-fat way. So to imitate this fat oiliness, they simply, add that to cupcakes, even to liver patties. They bake it into bread, and you cannot dissolve them. They can give you cancer in the stomach, in the tarm system. I don't know if you know, call it the digesting system. But because of EU and this, they're simply doing it because, yeah, exactly. It is actually poison, and they're actually putting, when they actually says that cornflakes is be rich with extra iron, it is actually real iron that is grounded. It is actually metallic iron. They're sort of grounded and simply just sprinkled onto the cornflakes. So you can actually take a magnet and lift up your cornflakes, because it is real iron that sort of is sprinkled on. because when to make a cornflakes, you have to remove everything that's healthy from the corn to make the seal, and then you sort of add all the artificial things to it, and I'm not thinking that is very healthy. So, nope. And I mean, a lot of these things. I mean, my grandmother said as soon it is called an ingredient. She said something into a cake. Don't eat it. Um, and if you can't pronounce it, then it is probably not healthy to eat. And I have to admit, I give her right about that. And like the things I was talking with Anna Grete today was that, you know, a lot of these things, I mean, you get today, not even an apple is tasting and smell like a real apple anymore. So, and that's a very sad thing. But I'm very happy. Yeah. And you know what? Our tomato plants are being genetic coded with a fish. And the reason why it is actually genetic, and all the tomato plants now is actually hybrids. They're not even real, and that means they are actually made from genetic engineering with a fish gene. And the reason is actually because they wanted them to be safe for like spindle or scarf, you know, like a fungus. And they found out that a certain fish has a gene that these fungus didn't like, so they actually sort of created a tomato plant with it, and that's actually the tomatoes we are eating today. And no, oh yes, farmers markets tomatoes. Oh, when you go in the greenhouse and you just pick these. I can remember I was picking tomatoes as a child to make some pocket money. Oh my goodness, they smell good. I mean, this fresh tomato smell onto them, and I mean, this, oh, lovely. Hang on, girls, you can enjoy my pancake. I just need nature calling. So, nature calling, so you can enjoy the view. Hey again, girls. Are you still with me? Yay! So, I need my coffee. And have a break with that pancake. It is so delicious, I can assure you. So, this is how I eat good food, Deborah, for cheap money. And you know what? You can even, because this is very healthy, you can actually eat it as a supper in the morning. You can do that. And of course, you have some, I don't know, some are, I mean, afraid of fat and stuff like that. Please don't. I mean, your body needs some certain of pure fat. And not all this, I mean, I use real butter. Okay, I need to put some power. I need a power cable. So, but you girls are going to have some supper. Yeah, okay, you use butter too. Oh, you are. You too, yes. Oh, it is so good. Yeah, you can easily do that. I mean, there's actually in Denmark, we actually have a tradition, and we have a doctor that actually says, I mean, he always, he's an old guy, he keeps telling people that it is important, right, that you actually, the most healthy meal you can have is if you actually eat the dessert first. Because if you start with the sugar, and then eat your supper, your normal dish, then your body will start digest and mix it, and your body will accept and sort of, I know it will not give you, it has something you, but when you have eating something you digest an hour after or something, and it will take your body longer to get rid of the sugar. So the most healthy dessert is actually when you eat it before your dinner. And in his family, they always started by eating ice cream and had the dessert as the starter. They got the dessert, and then they got the main meal, and then they sort of ended up with soup. And that was actually the best thing, how to sort of eat your meal. Fun enough. Yeah. So, and this was my supper. Yeah. Oh, you had a big breakfast. You had a brunch, Deborah. Deborah, if you call it a brunch, right? And that means you don't need dinner when you eat brunch. Brunch is like a big breakfast. In my world, I mean, yeah. We like to have a big brunch. Yeah. So in Denmark, you actually call it a brunch. Yeah, it is actually right about that. To have small meals, more time. Some people are only having meals about 3 times a day. But to be healthy and stay healthy, it is actually better for you to have about 6 little meals that, as you say, big ones. If going to, I mean, you have to take longer time to sort of eat it. That's how people are doing. Yeah. Yeah, me neither. I mean, sometimes it's about 20 minutes past 10 a.m. here. Now, so, yep. And I have been on for over 2 hours. So I am going to say, hopefully you enjoyed to see how I made this apple molasses cream. Not yet, Clara. I haven't had time for, sitting down and think about it. Sorry. Because I simply had too much to do today and I'm simply too tired. But I am going to do it tomorrow when I have rested out there, and I'll find out. But it's not going to be so fabulous. I am going to keep it into a reasonable price. So I promise you. Actually, no. Am I losing you? Not yet. I better go in here. Can you hang on, girls, a little bit? We can say goodbye in here because I need to sit down. I simply need to get inside here. And the worst part is for me when I feel like this, when I'm having my period and start to bleed like this, I have this pain and got this nausea, and that means I am not happy for eating. And so that's why I was thinking I wanted to have some, yeah, fun food, healthy dessert. So that's how it is. Yep. Yes, I am going to do that, Clara. Thank you, and I am going to say thank you all for joining me. I know you have been a couple. A lot of you wonderful people have followed me. And I promise you, Claire, I am going to find out how much. And I am going to find that recipe for the æbleskiver for you. So you are getting the original recipe. So, and a lot of things are changed. So thank you, girls. Yeah. Nobody has said anything, so yep, I am going to put my feet up here and say goodnight to all of you wonderful people, because for me it is going to be a very early night. So you are so welcome, Claire, and thank you for joining me. I am so happy when I can share with you girls. So, hi, Boo Boo Susan Hill. I'm just saying good night. I love you, sweetheart. So, it was good to see you. Oh, you did not know me? Oh. So, I forgot to tell you, you're not always late. You wonderful woman. So, it is me that is early and tired and have made pancakes. No, I didn't know that either. It was just, spontaneous. Now I wanted to show how to make the apple molasses. So, and cream and pancakes. I have showed you, and yes. So it was so lovely to see so many of you. And I feel tired. It is late and I'm so sad I forgot to tell Susan Hill that is actually going on. Oh, thank you, dear. So I'm sorry, but I need to rest. So I love you, and I am going to try, Susan, to sort of remember love to all of you. And see you tomorrow. Okay. Love you. And God bless. And take care. And remember to look yourself in the mirror and say you are doing a great job. And pat you on your shoulders. Okay, girls. Thank you. Love you. And sweet dreams. Bye for now.